Good day, viewers at home. This is Edward Stitches. You are welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking at how to cut senator top. How to cut senator top. Um, the materials we'll be making use for today's tutorial is our fabric, and we have our armhole cuff, or we call it hip cuff. It can also work for hip cuff. I have my ruler, um, tape rule, chalk, and of course my scissors. So um let's the measurements the measurement for my client's measurements. I have the top length for my client is 36. So I have the neck to be 16 and a half. I have back 18. So I have sleeves and the likes. Then the chest of that client is 40. It is 40. So now let's go to the chase now. So it is always to get a iron set. Let your iron be available because it is very essential you iron before you start working on the material. Make sure you iron it and let everything lay flat. So now it is on fold already, but I will flip it open. I'll flip it open, then let me iron very well so that there won't be any folding, any fold rather. So it will be on fold. We fold it. My chest is 40. 40. The chest of my client is 40. So you are going to divide it by 4. Chest is always divided by 4. 4. So that one is going to give us 10. So I will fold this thing now to be 10. Then I will be adding 2 inches. 2 inches to it as an allowance. I'll be adding 2 inches or 2.5, depending on how you want it. So let me add them 2.5 as allowance. So that is going to give me 12.5. 12.5. So I have 12.5. That is 12.5. 12.5. I'll make sure it is uniform true. I'll make sure it is uniform true. Don't forget your chest. It is always divided by 4. The chest is the round body measurement. It's the round body measurement. So it is always divided by 4. 4. So I will have my straight line where I'll be taking the measurement from. So my measurement is going to commence from that side. So the length of my client, length of the top is 36. 36. You are going to add 1 to it. You are going to add 1 to it so that at the end of it will not be short. So I always fold my hemming side here by 2.5, 2.5. So I'll be adding 1 to it, making 37. 37. Your actual measurement, add 1 to it. So it makes it 27. 37 rather. So I will have my straight line. Then I will cut out this. So I have this for my front panel. Then I will use this front panel to cut the back panel. So I'll come to the other side here. The other side. So I fold the fabric. So then we place this on it. Place it on it. So make sure you iron it too. Iron this one very well. Then iron this one too. So let it be right. So our back, it is always four longer than the front. It is always four longer than the front, or we say our um front is four shorter than the front. So let us use longer now. So I'll be adding 4 to the back side. For the back now, I'll be adding 4 to it. 4. We're adding 4 to it. Extra 4 to the back measurements. Then I will cut it out. So here we go. So this is what we have. This is what we have. So you can see this one is 4 shorter. Then the next thing is just to bring this one up. So they are at the same point now. They are at the same point. So measure your back. My back is 18. The back of my client is 18. You are going to divide the back by 2. Don't forget the round body measurement, which is this chest. You divided it by 4. Divided by 4. But this back, it is divided by 2. When you divide this one by 2, it is going to give you 9. 9. So you are going to add half inch as swing allowance. Half inch as swing allowance. So it is going to be 9 and half. 9 and half. So I have 9 and half. I have 9 and half. So we have so shoulder slants or shoulder slope. Shoulder slants or shoulder slope. So that is how slant your shoulder is. Shoulder is most times it is not always straight. It is not always straight except for some people, but it is always slant. So your shoulder slant should be one and should be 3/4. 3/4. 3. You can use 3. You can use 3/4. 3.25. You can use 3. You can use 3. You can use 3/4. You can use 3.5, depending on how slanty the slope of that shoulder is. But when you use 3/4, it works for all the clients. It works for all the clients. So the reason why we have to put this, to have to make it 3/4 and this is because of to avoid these rumples we always have at the chest alongside with the shoulder. So that's the reason why you have to let it be normal. So we use them 3/4 at that point. Then you are going to rule it out. You draw it towards this point, your starting point here. Then you will cut. Please use 3/4. If the shoulder is very tilt, maybe very slopey. If it is very slopey, use 3.5, 3.5. It will work perfectly, and then everything will be very balanced on your climb. So now we have this balance now. Then the next thing you are going to do is just to bring down this to the normal point here. Let it be tally at the bottom side. So if you look at it, we have so our 4 is still going to be here. Our 4 as this thing is still going to be here. So the next thing is now to fold this on this. We always use half. half as folding. So don't let it be more than half. So we fold on this. If you like, you can draw your straight line. If you know that your hand is not straight. So we fold this on this line. It must not exit that line. Then iron it down. Or if there is no light or you don't have iron at that point, then make sure you hold it down. Use something to hold it down so that it will not be disturbing, and then it will be very easy for you to work on. So yeah, we are almost done. So again, you will retake your back. The back measurement, which is a 9 plus a half inch, which is a 9.5. Then armhole. For your armhole, your back, don't add allowance now. Your back allowance is already here. You folded it on top now. Your back is proportional to the armhole. Your back is proportional to the armhole. So if your back is 9, then your armhole will also be what? Will also be 9. Armhole depth will also be 9. If it is 8, it is going to be 8 too. So I will be using 9 here. I'll be using 9. Back is proportional to the armhole depth. So I'll be using 9 on this point, at this point now. So this is my chest line. Although it's not necessary, I draw it full like that. This is my chest line. So on this chest line now, that is where I'm going to apply my chest measurement. Don't forget it is 10. It is 10. I will have 10 here. Then the remaining is allowance. But I will be adding 1.5. 1.5 as the main sewing allowance. 1.5. 1.5. So now, what will I use now? I will now take from here to where we always have slits. You can use 14, you can use 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if you are dealing with kaftan, a very long senator top, that one is very long. So if you are using that, so use 17 to where you are going to put your slit opening here. Use 17. But if you will be adding side pockets, the pocket that is always inside like that, you can use 17.5. Or if you still use 17, it will still work. But if you are dealing with normal senator wears, that the one that does not have side pocket, 15 is okay, 14 is okay, 15 is okay. But because the length of this one is 36 now, so I'll be using 15. So at this point, I'll be using folding allowance here as 2.5. I'll be folding by 2.5. I'll be folding by 2.5. So at this point, you have 10 here. You will still repeat 10 at the down part here. So the next thing is just to link the points together. So don't forget, I'm using 1.5 as my allowance. You can see I have I will link that one up again. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'll be coming in by half inch. So it is not good except if that person has a big belly. If that person has a belly, so that is there is no need for you to blend them this side. There is no need for you to blend it inward. The stomach area, there is no need for you to blend it inward. But if that person does not have a big tummy, so it is always advisable you blend it inward. So I'll be blending by half. Half is okay. Blend this by half. Don't let it be too much. So just blend by half so that your shirt will come like this. So it will be well fitted on the client's body. So just blend by half at this point. Then come here again, blend by half. You can see. So we are good to go now. So the next thing is just to bring out my armhole. I'm using my armhole cuff. I'm using my armhole cuff to do that. So you will just place your armhole cuff. You can see this one is the normal cuff anyway, but I brought out this shape from the plastic because the plastic can be broken easily. So I just kept the original one and cut out using my carrier. So I've been using this thing for long and it has been working perfectly. So look at it. So I just mark some parts. From this point, I mark out an area where the armhole will be stopping. So this is where my armhole is. This one is just the extension, not here, but at this point. So I'll put this place here, then I will adjust it until I get to where the shoulder is. So I will just mark it out or trace it out. So I have that. So I can cut now. So you can see. So this place is just to demarcate where the slit is going to stop or it is going to start while sewing it. So this one will demarcate where I'm going to. So when you are finally done, you fold this. So when this place is wider after finishing, so it is always look nice. Look nice. So this is what I have now. This is what I have. Though now the next thing is now to move on to the neck. How do we cut our neck? It is very simple. The neck of my client is 16.5, so approximately to be 17. So I will be dividing this by 6. So if I should do that, 16 by 6 or 16 and a half by 6, or okay, 16.5 divided by 6, I have 2.5 quarter. I have 2.5 quarter, 2.75. So I'll be subtracting 0.3 from this. If I subtract minus zero point 0.3, 0.3, I will have 2.45, almost 2.5. So if I should approximate it, that is 2.5. 2.5. So I'll be adding 2.5 here. Even though most times I don't use this formula because I'm used to it. I'm used to it. So if you have been working with clients, with people for long, so you will know what to use for each this thing. So I'll be using 2.5 here. Then that to that 2.5, to that side here, I'll be adding 0.5 to it. That is 3. For the wideness now, I have 2.5. For the down part, I have 3. I have 3. I will add 0.5 to it. That is 3. So then I will join it. I will link it together using my armhole cord. So it is very good you get armhole cord. So it makes you professional, and then it will make you work each free. So you won't be stressing yourself and then marking. So the next thing is just to extend this one up. You will extend it up. So if you measure the neck now, let's see what we have at the end of the day. You can use a rope to measure it and place it on your tape. So I have this. I have this. So I have 18. I have 18. I have 8.5. Sorry, I have 8.5. 8.5 is equivalent to 17. It's equivalent to 17. So when you have 17, at the end of the day, when you pipe it, it's going to go back to 16.5. It's going to go back to 16.5. So that is how we have how we get our neck measurement there. So I think it is very straightforward. Just give it a trial. So look at it while cutting it. Look at it. I did not cut this side. I only cut from this extension. You can see the back side. So I open it up. Then I cut only this area. So you now cut it alongside with the front. So this is what I have. But I will make sure that I blend this one inward. So I like my top to always sit very well at the back. So you can measure one from the top here, measure one downward. Some people leave it like this, but I always blend it. So depends on how you want your neck to be. So I'm going to show you how the result of my neck is always is. So I have this. So the next thing is just to blend it to this point, or you can use your this thing to blend it. So just have this. So I have this. This is what I have. So this is what I have. So that is how we cut our senator top with the neck now, with the neck. So then you can bring out, you cut your yoke along with it. So in the next class, by God's grace, we'll be looking at or probably I should cut yoke along with it. Let me cut the yoke along with it. So let's use this as our yoke. So I'm going to fold it on fold. So wrong side, yoke. So your yoke, 8 is okay. 8. When you have 8 is okay. Or you can use 7, 7.5. But I'm used to 8. The reason why I always use 8 is sometimes I lace inside my uh, senator wears. I lace inside it, I decorate it with another material. So that's the reason why I just most times I use 8. So for it, don't forget that you are still going to fold out of it. So 8 is okay. So just use cutting back now. So that is yoke. Cut out the yoke. So this is what I have. This is my yoke. Then I'm going to fold it and iron. So later we are going to be looking at how to cut sleeves, sleeves of the senator wear. Then later we cut the other components of senator wears. So then after that we'll be talking on how to sew senator wear. So please don't forget to give this video a likes, thumbs up, and don't forget to drop your comment in the comment section. Tell us how you feel about our tutorial, the area that is clear, and then the area you want me to retake. And then most importantly, please and please, this is the only way to support us and then to make us grow and then to make us do more. Please and please don't forget to subscribe. Just don't just watch and then subscribe, please and please, please and please. And then one more thing, don't forget then to turn on the notification bell so that each time we upload video like this, we get notified. Thank you so much. I really love you. Thanks.